that you're talking about, like you were saying earlier, is all, just life skills and things
Yeah.
that we should have been taught but weren't necessarily
Yeah.
taught. I want to ask you, what's one thing that you've learned, just throughout your journey that you believe if everyone knew this, then,
Mm.
their entire life or the trajectory or the journey of their life would have gone differently or would change?
Yeah, absolutely. Is that you are your greatest healer. So you have the skills and the ability to heal yourself. And I have goosebumps right now. Like our body, we are so powerful. And also, the second piece of that is that you are the one that you're looking for. So if you're looking to have a need met by someone else, a child, a spouse, something on online where you're numbing, whatever, you're looking outside of yourself to give your, for happiness or whatever that is, turn
Hmm.
it around, because you are only the one that can give it to you. Nobody else can. No one will ever be able to give it to you in the way that you need. And so I just say that you are the one that you're looking for. And in the morning, when you're able to fill your own cup of whatever your own personal need is, your brain's not going to look for it the rest of the day. So you're not going to be numbing. You're not going to be turning to sugar or whatever your addiction might be, because you have gone in and you have filled that cup first. Morning is the best time to do it, because then your brain's not like, I need this fix. The rest of the day you've already given it to yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm.
How do you decide to show up for your world today?
Yeah, very good question. It's really that practice in the morning. You can call it a routine, a ceremony, a ritual, whatever it is when I wake up in the morning, is really taking that time for myself. That's my self-love care in the morning, because then if I'm doing that, then I'm just, my day has started in a really beautiful way, and I'm in gratitude. I'm open to receiving what's going to be coming, and not in the problems or like fixing. Whereas if I wake up and it's like this hurried thing, or maybe I've slept in and now it's this go, 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 I am off until I can get some, 5 minutes even to just come back and reset. And that's through that meditation, just closing your eyes and taking some deep breaths to just come back home, come back to yourself. Uh, I think that is just the best way to be in a calmer state to run your life, instead of the hurried and, usually
Yes.
that fight or flight.
Yes. When do you think you kind of came into that? Was that soon after kind of the whole Baptist um, church thing, or is that recently?
Nope. That wasn't until I started to learn how to meditate, and how delicious it was to
Yeah.
be in that state where it was so warm and cozy. You just want to stay there because it feels good. And maybe there's different ways to do it, where you could do the guided, but when, the way that we teach in the Healing Soul School is when you close your eyes, is how to calm yourself. And this can take some practice, because if you've had some kind of abuse or trauma, it's scary to close your eyes and it may not feel safe. That's why you definitely want to have someone helping you with it. But when you can come into a place where you can go, like, even I imagine, I love the beach, so I'll imagine a beach place, or and just imagine me on, by the ocean, and how it feels, and whatever I'm wanting. Let's say, it's in, growing in my business, or a new house that I want to buy. I'll go there in my mind, and I'll visualize what it's like with it already done. It's part of the law of attraction and manifesting, of like, it's already done. Or let's say I'm having like a crazy day and I'm just like, I'm in the shits. And I'm just like, when is this day going to end? What I can do is I can close my eyes, get present, come back to my breath. And I can imagine myself, I kind of imagine like a two-story, like a building even, where I'm in the chaos. I just imagine lifting up myself to the second floor, and what it's like to be there, and everything that I want is done. The dishes are done, the kids, put to bed, a bath, all of that, and it's just done. And I just sit there and I'm in the contentment of like, thank you, and it's done. And there's calm and peace on that second floor. And then what happens is things just start to fall into place. I have
Yeah.
time. I've got the energy. I just got a little bit. I can give more. I'm not in the space of like my cup is dry and I'm ready to crack kind of place. This is one last thing I just want to, I really think is really important for people, and kind of what I feel I'm here to help people with, is when we've had trauma, we leave our body, our soul or our higher self leaves our body. And so whatever your denomination or however you connect, just think about like your higher self or your all knowing. When you just like know something, or even your gut reaction, you just know your intuition, even if you want to call it your intuition. Just imagine that that is reconnecting back into your heart space, so that you are working from a place where you can connect to your higher self, your intuition. Doesn't matter what the word is, it's all the same in the energy. And that you're not alone. Like when I have an appointment or something, I'm just like, hey, higher self, can you remind me to do that, or to find that, or hey, and I just kind of like, hey, universe, I'm looking for a new umbrella for our back deck, and I just put it out there, and now I'm just in the excited expectation that something will come along in my next day or two. I get faster as I really lean into trusting the universe that I am looked after and all my needs are met. That's a big thing with the church, regardless of your denomination, is that we were dependent on a really mean guy in the sky, right, to bring us things. We prayed to him. But when you can rebuild your trust in yourself, and that you are looked after, and that we're not meant to live in scarcity mindset, whether it's time, love, or poverty, then you really can come into the space of you are held by the divine. Like, just let that sink in. You are held by Mother Earth. We're cocooned by Father Sky, Mother Earth. The indigenous know this so well, of like really just connecting back to your roots. If you feel wobbles, or you don't feel like you're connected, or you don't have a support system, then I try this. Go and sit under a tree and feel held and supported by a support system, the structure of the tree that is bigger than you.
I
You
love
cannot help
that.
but feel good. Like, go and lay under a tree, especially if you have kids. Go look at the sky and say, what do you see in the clouds, right? Make it a game for them. But as you lay there, just imagine the roots underneath you, and above is the canopy, like you're cocooned in the arms of the tree. Willow trees are really good for this. There's a really strong energy of strength in a willow tree. And just feel held and supported by the universe, by Mother Nature, by that tree, because the trees talk to each other just like we do. When John calls you, it's because we're talking just like the roots of a tree. The tree brings up the water in the morning, up the tree, and then at night it goes back down. Like, everything in nature is perfect. And so just think of that, and you'll feel so held. Put your hand on the tree if you want. The tree is going to speak to you. You're going to feel something within, whether you feel held, supported, you've got an answer for something that you've been wanting to, whether you cry because you're just feeling so supported and loved unconditionally by nature. That's how we're supposed to feel. That's how we're supposed to connect and to live from that space, not this hurried, am I going to be able to pay my bills? All of those things. It's like, just feel so held and supported by nature and Mother Earth.
Absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely. I I'm wondering. There's so much stuff. There's so much good information here. I mean, I feel like we could keep you on for hours. But for individuals who are watching now or on the replay, you've obviously shared so much awesome information. However, what kind of things do you have going on within the next few years, for individuals who are looking to follow you or looking to
Oh,
connect with you? Can you kind of give us a synopsis of what you have going on maybe now, and then what your plans, going into the future, business, personal?
yeah, yeah. I love this question because I'm a visionary. So this is like right up my alley.
Yes.
Yes, and I always build. So I'll tell you what we're doing in the Healing Soul School, but I hold space, big space for people, because I want to make sure that people have like, start here, but then here's your next step, and here's your next step, because this just actually came from a 6-week program that I had created. Beautiful people in it. We transmuted a lot of their energy and helped them heal confidence and consciousness. Then after the 6 weeks, I kind of felt like they fell off a cliff. It was like their support system was gone, and they went back into their old patterns, right? The
Mm-hmm.
63 days, they needed more time to reprogram some of that stuff. But from that point and learning from that, I was like, okay, I don't want anyone to ever feel like that. I want to feel like they've got that next step. So for us, we bring you in as you are. It's kind of like the car wash. I bring you in, wash off your old programming. What's the old junk that needs to go? We teach you how to heal yourself. And then if you want to help others, we teach you how to heal others through business, or like through healing or a support. could be. It doesn't have to be around healing either. And then the business on how to do it. So our one-stop shop. Well, we have everything for you under our roof so that you're not having to go out and search for different places. If you trust us enough and you come in and we're here to hold you and love you and bring you through like under our wing, then we're going to support you through all of the stages so that you're not having to go out and look at, and, for all of these different things that you might need. So for us, it's really like, I really love working with entrepreneurs who are raised in fear or trauma because I understand it. I'm trauma informed and I see where you're hiding. I have been that person, or still I am working on it. And so I'm going to call you out on your stuff. And I'm going to help you to heal that fear or whatever is hiding. And then I'm also going to help elevate you on, here's some tools that you can do in your business, or what you can do to actually get seen and not be afraid of it. Now it's opening your expansion for money. How are you energetically? If you grew up in poverty, then you're going to have a really small window of what you believe you deserve for money. Let's open that. Let's expand that. Let's just imagine from inside, you've got a flower in there. We're opening you up from within so that you are open and you are expansive and your heart is open and it's safe, because you know when to be in your masculine and to be in protection. And you know when it's safe to be in your feminine, to be vulnerable and to go first. Like, the woman goes first. She's that leader in the masculine and feminine in that case. And so really it's coming in and then having these steps. For me, it's a 3 year. So I'll bring you in of like wherever you are. Usually it's people that are making less than 50K a year, or they know they want to help people, but they have no idea. So it's start and growth. We help you find or refine your message in what it is and what you want to do to help people. And then there's the growth. So year one is really just figuring out, who are you? What is your message? What are you here to help others with? And I see that. I see what the gifts that people have. It's kind of like, bring me your pieces. I'm going to help you put it all together. And you're going to feel so jacked up and so good about what you do, that's the energy that's going to come out when you're explaining what it is you do. Not, I'm a psychotherapist, or like whatever it is. It's going to be, this is what I do, and this is who I help, and this is the transformation. You're just going to feel that from within you. People are drawn to that. You're a magnet now because they see you and they see your posting. They're like, she can help me. I know it. I'm feeling it, right? It's that energy exchange. Yeah. So that's my ascension, is like to come in and then start in growth. Then year two, we're going to build you up to 6 figures. And then after that, you might just want to stay there. And then year 3, if you really want to create a huge impact, then now we're helping you to grow to, even bigger. And this is bringing you on team members and those kinds of things. I have a business coach that's a 7-figure coach. She's built her, so I'm learning under her, which is really awesome, because then I can just, bring that knowledge and information to grow my business, but then also to help others. I want to help people or entrepreneurs to grow their reach and to grow their impact, because I think that especially at this time, so many people are needed. And if people know anything about the body, or you've had Reiki, or you're a nurse or a massage therapist, reach out to me, because I can teach you how to create a business from home, working online, where you can actually, work and impact people who are staying up at night searching for you. They're looking for people who provide what you do. And the cool thing is, it's what you've been through and all the stuff that you've gone through in your life. That's what's going to be the thing that you are able to develop. It's your gifts. It's what you have and what you're here for. And so we can use that to kind of like the ingredients for your elixir, and we can create something that's going to feel really good, that you're so proud of, because now you're not going to burn out. You're going to know what your truth is and what your spiritual vision, I call it, of like what you're here for. That's a very different way to grow and develop a business than wanting to pay your bills or wanting to get out of financial insecurity. You build a business from there, sorry, it's not going to last, because there's no passion. You are not behind it. It's just simply to pay bills. And so it's just see how the energy changes, and you can just feel it. If you're building something to not have financial insecurity, yeah, it can work, and you're going to definitely provide some kind of service or something for people, but you're not going to be jacked up, and you're not going to feel like it's alive, as opposed to like, let's start at the very beginning with your business foundation, is like, what makes you come alive? What are the things that people always come to you? What are you really natural at? We're going to take what those gifts are, and we're going to create something so that you feel confident. You don't need to learn. You don't need another course. No one needs more certification. You need what you've already had done or have taken, and be able to take those pieces and put it together for something. So we have, we have healing, if you deprogramming, if you've been in a cult or narcissistic relationship or religion, we have a program for that. We have breath work, meditation. I created a program called Naked Alchemy, and this is just fun because I like to have fun. And it's all about safe vulnerability, how to go within. It's our healing program, how to heal yourself with the things I've been talking about today and really connect to your energy. It's not so woo-woo out there. A lot of it is science and basic life skills, like I mentioned, but it's really to learn how to wake up the inner person within you, whether you're male or female, so that you feel safe in your vulnerability, safe intimacy. I want you to be able to ask for what you want in the bedroom, have fun, pleasure. Pleasure is part of our divine feminine, divine masculine. The masculine is the structure, the feminine is the nurture or the pleasure. And we are now safe, ladies especially. You can have pleasure. You can ask for what you want. It is safe. You just got to, follow some of the steps. It's in my ebook to get you to move in that direction, so that you can really enjoy the life that you are living and not feel like this is my lot in life, or, wake up every day going, man, like this life sucks. I don't like it. Create it. You can totally change around everything. Even if you've got kids and a more, like whatever it is, you can still, there's a solution to every problem. That's part of the universal laws, and just figuring out what are your pieces, what do you really want that jacks you up, and then moving you in that direction. Sorry, I feel like this is my heart, my passion. Like I really just want to help elevate women so much that we've been pushed down for so long, and from the patriarchal masculine, and then especially in religion, where I just like, you can take all of your pieces and really create something so freaking fantastic for yourself, and it doesn't have to take a lot of work, which is really beautiful. If you have a program, even if it's $500, you have 10 people join, that's $5,000 for you right there, right? So it doesn't have to take a lot of work and that sort of thing. So we've got Naked Alchemy, and then I'll leave that for now. We do have the village, excuse me. I knew there was one more. The Business Village, and this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We have 2 hours of office hours. This is 12 to 2 Eastern, and you just come and you get help for your business. So Tuesdays, I'm building up your confidence. We're building you up so that you are strong in your nervous system. I know maybe what your traumas are and where you could be playing small. We're gonna release that and expand you. Wednesdays is all about the logistics in your business, how to do stuff like StreamYard and whatever platforms you're on, or do you need some automation in your business where you've gotten new onboarding, someone's onboarding, the email automatically goes out. You don't need to be a part of it. You don't have to wear that hat. You don't have to wear all the hats, which is really awesome. So Virginia, my business partner, helps with that, and she's our meditation coach. When you meditate, you reprogram the neurosynaptic connections in your brain, and it helps calm you down. Like it's just such an important part of your life, and to do it in a way where you feel so delicious. Like it feels so good that now, I never used to be a morning person. Now I get up to meditate, and I, like a year or two ago, I would have been like, you're crazy. Nope, I'm not doing that. Now I want to, because it is so juicy and delicious. And then on Thursdays, I'm teaching on business again. Like, where are you at? What do you need? And we heal in community. So the great thing is on these calls is you're going to hear from other entrepreneurs and where they are in their business. It's going to help you either now or in the future, but we learn together, but then we can also collaborate together. That's a great thing. There's no more competition in business. Like, if you're doing something similar than I am, awesome. Now I lock arms with you because you're my neighbor and we're doing this together. There's enough abundance for all of us. There's no more competition. If you take my client, then I don't have, not anymore. We're not in that energy or that space. It's now, how can we collaborate so that we can combine our gifts and really come together? Because when we do that, we're going to help more people. And that really is for us, the name of our game is to help build and develop leaders so that you're really strong. Now you go out and help more people. And so our school just takes so much pride in that, because we've helped to develop other leaders out there that are going to go out and shine. And it makes me a little emotional. Yeah. And the world is going to be, the better for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So great. I could totally feel the vibrations of that. That's so exciting. Thank you so much for everything. I so appreciate the time that you've taken to sit down and share all of this awesome information. I do want to ask one last question. I'm wondering what you would say to your 20-year-old self now, looking
Mm.
back.
Yeah, great question. I would say, really just keep going. There's been so much struggle to get to this place, but every piece of it was a part of the journey that has made me who I am today. So I don't regret any of it, even the tears and like all of the hard stuff. I went through it for whatever reason, and so now it's like look for the gifts in the things that, you went through to really just embody what that is, and what the gift is that, yeah, I feel as a soul living a human experience. You came here to heal and to evolve, and maybe even generationally for your family. So
Yeah.
really, it's like keep going. You're doing awesome.
Yes.
Can I share something with you
Yes.
while we
Yes.
were chatting? So I raised my 8-year-old niece, and this is my old phone that I'm using for business. And so these are triggers. You saw it. She dropped this in. This wasn't broken earlier. So she came
Okay.
in. I'm live. She knows. She slid it here beside where she picked it up from the table, and she had taken it to the park and it fell and broke. So here I am on live with you, and I see the phone, and I'm like inside. I'm like, all right, let me take a step back. How am I going to look after this later? We're going to have a conversation, obviously, but now I've had some time. I'm not as ticked as I was
Yeah.
when I first saw it, but this is life. Like this is I had a major trigger that happened on the Zoom. You guys didn't know, because I'm
Yeah.
able to just like take a breath. Okay, I can take that, the anger, like frustration, and I can put it in a bubble and say later.
Yeah.
We're going to talk later, and I'll come back and be present with you. And that's
Yes.
the work. It's just how to separate those moments of, you don't have to deal with everything in the moment. You don't have to answer the phone when it dings. You get to decide when you do that. It's really just owning your peace, and being in that space, because now life, it's enjoyable. It's not putting out fires all the time. Actually, you're the one with the hose, and you're like, nope, not today, not today.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah,
Well, this has been absolutely phenomenal. I
yeah,
so appreciate you taking some time out of your day to sit down and share so many of your goodies. Uh, so there's just so much, there's so much, and there's so many things that I didn't even know. Like, I'm still floored that the first thing you did was Reiki. Like, that's just insane to me. I just can't even, like, the first thing, that's just crazy. I so appreciate you, opening up and sharing some of your past stories.
yeah. And when
Uh,
you're open, like, it's amazing. And I went, and to me at the time, like it was just like, ooh, this is taboo when I was younger.
yeah.
So let me try and see what it is, right? I like massages, so I didn't know. And all she did was like she put her hands over me. Like, honestly, looking back, I'm like, okay. But now that I understand energy, and she could feel things, maybe where I was blocked or whatever, and she probably moved emotions for me that I didn't even know that she did. Maybe I need to go back and have a conversation with her, but um after I just said, okay, I'm open, like just show me. And that's all you need to do. You don't need to figure it out or whatever. Just say, universe, like I'm open. I want to heal this thing that I'm dealing with. And I want to learn how to live, in a calm, peaceful manner, and to connect to myself. The universe is going to surprise you. Like the things are going to come. And so now, like, I'm very highly intuitive. I channel. So when I'm chatting with someone or I'm doing a session, I'm the vessel. It's just like praying. It's just like the Holy Spirit. If someone was,
Yeah.
for a religious person, it's just different words. But now I understand a little bit more, and it's not so much of a box. It's like I am open, and yeah, it's just allowing that to come through. But the cool thing, and I'm gonna say it, so that I think it's just really neat from what you said about the Reiki, is I have a guide now. So the Indian guide was like, he showed up both times on my Reiki sessions, but now I have goosebumps that come on my left arm, and she's been here already during the session. Her name's Lily. Another healer told me about her and that she was there, but I feel her. So when I'm having a chat with someone, whether it's in a session or just like a conversation over coffee, I feel tingles when she's here. So when I'm saying something, it's for me, it's like pay attention. It's either a message for the person or for myself, and it's usually just about love, or I'm on the right track. And it's cool because it's my hell yes confirmation.
Yes.
Not even feeling my body, but it's just like my cheerleaders right here going, yeah, keep going. Like you're doing great. And I was just open. That's all it was. It wasn't anything I did or whatever. And so I would just say, calm your nervous system. That's going to be super helpful so you can feel all these things. But then once you do and you are an open vessel, an open heart, I just want to say, like, get ready because the universe will definitely step in and surprise you.
Yes, absolutely. Do you have any
Hmm.
closing thoughts before I close out?
No, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your space, for what you are doing, and in your businesses, and just what your heart is. I feel so honored to know you and so fun, and I feel like I've known you forever, which is awesome. And
I
I think
agree.
we would get into trouble if we were together, and out. And I look forward to the day that I do get to meet you, and we can
Yes.
go out and I don't know, even walk on the beach or something. But
Yes.
just thank you for all that you and Dana are doing because I just think it's so fabulous, so needed, and you two are so fun and just have a lot to offer the world. And we're grateful for you and for this space.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all of that. And again, thank you for taking some time out of your day to sit down with us and share so much.
Mhm.
And I'm so excited to have you on again. I hope to share this panel with you,
Cool.
um, in the future. And then I'm also hoping that you'll be able to attend one of our round tables at some point
Awesome.
in the future. So,
Love it.
for those of you that are listening now, thank you so much for hanging out with us. For those of you that are watching on the replay, feel free to comment. We always come back around and answer any questions or any inquiries that you guys have. So thank you so much for joining us here on Her Version. If you have an amazing story to share, struggle to triumph, be sure to reach out to me here or at heraversion.life. I am your host, Sabrina Victoria, and I'm so grateful to be here sharing a platform that allows people to share their truth and inspire others. Have an amazing day. Much love.